Good morning, chemistry students. Happy Friday. Keep up the great work. Please remember to just work at your own pace and turn in what you can when you can. I've allowed late turn-ins and will continue to do so. I know that we're all adapting under these situations. Today, we're just going to go over the bell work, and then I just want you to keep working on the calculations, the lessons, and the things that I have up on YouTube. So how many grams of ammonium phosphate do I need to make 2.67 molar solution in 562 milliliters of water? The second question is a dilution question. I want to know the final concentration of a sugar solution if I add 340 milliliters of water to a solution that's 440 milliliters and it's a 1.8 molar solution. Pause it here, take a minute, work the problems out, and then compare them to my answers. So to look at the first one again, we want to know how many grams of ammonium phosphate. There's an equation that has it already broken out for you. You know you need to take the molarity times the liters times the molar mass. I've broken this into a couple steps to show you how I got that equation and to help with this problem. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and define the moles. Once I have the moles, I know that I can just go from moles to grams easily using the periodic table and my molecular weights. So we know molarity is moles over liters. So to rearrange that, I know that moles is going to be molarity times the liters. So now I'm just going to plug in my numbers. In this case, the molarity is 2.67. The liters is 0.562. Don't forget to divide this by 1,000. And the moles that I get are going to be 1.5 moles of ammonium phosphate. I've written out the formula to help with molecular weight. So the last and final step is to just multiply it by the molecular weight. So we're going to multiply it by the molecular mass. And I got a molecular mass of 149.12 grams per mole. That's going to give me a grams of 224 grams. That's how many grams I would need to put into the water to make this solution that's recommended here. The next one is a dilution, and it wants to know the final concentration of a sugar solution. Remember that I'm adding this, so my V final needs to be these two added together. This is my M1, this is my V1. So now I'm just going to plug everything that I know in. I went ahead and left it in milliliters because as you see in my next couple steps, they're going to cancel each other out anyway. You could convert them to liters, and you would have to do so if you were ever trying to get moles. But in this case, I am just getting molarity, and it's a ratio, and I'm comparing apples to apples here. So the next thing that I need to do is divide both sides by 780 milliliters in order to get the molarity of the final concentration by itself. I simply multiply these two and divide by 780, and I find out that I now have a perfect molarity of 1 moles. 1 mole per liter is my molarity for that final solution. Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work, and I hope you have a good weekend. We'll continue to work next week, but it's really going to be about doing the calculations, and I would like to try to maybe set up some Zoom meetings and maybe a Zoom class if we get a chance. Have a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon.